that up seriously?
You can't see it.
Hi.
We are, I think
We're live. And we're already arguing with each other. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi, and welcome. It is Angie and Paula, your fireside.
We're here today, and look, you can see the fire. Paula, you can see the fire this time, too. Look at that. There it is. We're a little late. We're sorry. It took us longer to get here with all that
because
snow.
of the snow, but what happened? The
you know?
sun came out. It's absolutely beautiful
It
now.
is beautiful now. It is.
Lighter, a little longer.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like. Oh, good. I see that we really are live. We were.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we were live or not, but we are. We are.
You know what, Ange? That is the beauty of going live because every once in a while, you don't know if something happens, it happens. And for us,
I know.
we were like,
are we live? We're live. We got to be careful. You can't swear or anything, you know?
So we got to be super careful. So, in case you're joining us and you're going, what are those two women talking about? And what is happening? They've lost their mind. I am Paula D'Amico, and
I'm Angie Hewitt-Apt.
And we are here at Santosha, and welcome to our weekly fireside chat with Angie and Paula. And so what do we do here for the next hour? Well, one, we have tons of fun. And two, what we're doing is we're asking you to join us and ask some questions.
Yes.
And Angie's going to tune in, and she is going to get some answers.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, I'm a spiritual counselor, psychic medium, and I've been practicing since I was 17 years old, long time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to say how many years.
No, wow. I'm not going to do the math.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do the math. So anyway, but I've been doing it a long time. I'm a graduate also from Fellowships of the Spirit. Fellowships of the Spirit, yeah.
That wasn't funny. It was the math.
The math. It was pretty funny. That was. So, you know, the last time we were here, if you guys have any questions, write them in. Start writing them in, okay? Because we'll take some questions in a few minutes. We have somebody here, our friend Mary, who's going to write the questions down for us. But before we start, the last time Paula interviewed me. So I thought only fair if I interview Paula this time, right?
I thought that was okay.
That's not fair. Yeah, you should know us both, right? You should know us both.
Who are these ladies? Right?
What's going on here? So I want Paula, and I don't know if you know this, but Paula is the owner of Blessings by Nature, okay? And she does all kinds of really cool things with plants and herbs, and she makes thyme syrup and elderberry syrup. If you have a cold, you want Paula's syrup because you get better. You get better, right, Paula?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pretend I'm an interviewer. I hope I can do this as well as you. I mean, okay. So Paula, when and why how did you make your connection to plants? Because I know you're so connected, and if I want to know anything about plants, anything, I ask Paula, and it comes right out of her head. So I know she studied it for a long time. But tell us a little bit.
You know what? I am a student of my father. That's it, really.
Yeah.
And that's where my connection comes into play, because people will ask me, oh, did you study here or study there? Actually, I just worked with my dad. My dad was a horticulturalist, and I gardened with him since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, and if you've ever met me, you'll probably say that's probably not a long time ago.
You can't tell.
Because I am kind of
not that tall.
Vertically challenged, yeah. But to be, in all honesty, you know, his love of plants and how he planted and his connection with nature, really, he planted a seed of knowledge within myself.
Yeah.
And years later, 11 years later, and today is the anniversary of my dad's passing.
Yeah.
And,
what was your dad's name?
It was Thomas.
Thomas, okay.
Thomas.
Your son's Thomas?
And my son's name is Thomas. We named him after my
I
dad.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, when Dad left, and I tell this story, if you've ever been to any of my classes, you know I share this story. I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to share with you the fact that, you know, when my dad left, when he passed, it was really hard. And if any of you out there have ever lost anybody in your life, you know how that is.
Yeah.
And it really was the power of plants that brought me back.
Yeah.
It was kind of like my defibrillator, you
Yeah.
know. What I learned is that not only was gardening great for me in a physical sense of getting in the garden and planting, but that every plant, herb, mineral, grain, resin, all have meaning, and they all have healing power. You introduce that into your life, and this is how you are able to heal yourself.
Yeah.
And I healed myself with that, and then I shared it with my friend, my best friend, and then my other friend, and then other friends, and then it continued to grow into the business that it is today.
Yeah.
So basically what I do is I just introduce the power of plants to people, and I help change their life just by a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of green thumb knowledge.
Don't you also do, I know you have like your booths at the expos and things like that, and you're here at Paula teaches a lot of classes here at Santosha, which I love. I'm honored to have her here. Yeah. It's definitely a good thing. But what don't you do one-on-one sessions too, where you help people? Like there's certain plants, like you told me, certain plants I could have in my life, almost like a feng shui thing that would bring things into my life.
It
right?
absolutely is a feng shui thing. Actually, it's a thing that is a combination of beliefs and practices from around the world. So that's the cool part of this. So what I share with you is not something that comes from one particular background or another.
Right.
It literally spans the globe. So the one-on-one sessions that you're talking about, yeah, I do shows. I'm all over the place. I've got products. I've got organic stuff to make you feel great. You can put
Excellent products. Excellent products. She makes them all. She makes them all. Her house smells great. She's always making a big batch of syrup. Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. But in addition to that, here comes, I know somebody's bringing in. Here we're going to show, somebody,
take a look at this.
We do have some thyme syrup. We have some thyme syrup and elderberry syrup.
I've taken little nips of that.
Take
a little nip and it heals you up. It
I don't
definitely
want
does.
to spend too much time on it
No,
because I know
that's okay though.
We have readings and everything. This is the fan favorite, by the way, this year, elderberry syrup.
It's delicious. You want to just drink it as a drink. You know?
It is really good. You can even throw it on ice cream or put a splash in your wine. White wine, you wouldn't throw it in red wine.
No.
So in addition to the products that I sell across Western New York, I also do one-on-one sessions. And the one-on-one sessions are you and me sitting down, and we talk about what's going on in your life. Is there something that you want to embrace, something that you want to get rid of, something that you're trying to reach for and grasp for in your life? And then we talk about what is that one thing you really want to focus on, and how can a plant, I know it sounds kind of funny, but it isn't funny, and it's kind of cool the way we talk about it, and it evolves. And then we talk about how a plant can help you get to that point in your life.
Yeah.
And then we come up with an affirmation together.
Yeah.
So like we did that.
Yeah, we
so
did that,
it's really awesome. You know, sometimes people
Powerful.
some people get stuck on trying, affirmation. I don't know, I'm going to start with, I don't know, I'm stuck.
I know. And then you think it's wrong and you rip it up. And all
Right,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then when you have somebody with you, it's like having a second set of eyes or another pair of ears. And, and then you come up with something that you know is really going to work for you.
Yes.
So and there's a little bit more that we talk about. You know, actually we sit down and we talk anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes. So that's a lot of chit-chat.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. And you'll love it though too, because it really is. It's very powerful.
So
it's awesome.
That's me. I'm all about the power of plants. So if you have a plant question tonight, feel free to send in the plant question. So,
yes.
But I think we need to get
we're going to do and we're going to do a plant class I think on here too.
Oh.
Would anybody like it? Like if we taught some little classes on here? You know, not during this time because this is for readings and things. But we could do little Facebook Live classes.
I think that's
right. I could teach a little intuitive development, a little meditation. You could teach about plants.
Oh yeah,
right?
It would be fabulous.
Yeah,
we could do meditation and plants.
Yeah. How do you like that? That'd be good too.
We'll figure it out.
Yes.
There's a lot going on up here with both of us.
Yeah, you can tell that we're idea people.
We'll be providing you with endless entertainment and information.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, we will try. So do we have any questions so far?
I know we have a few questions.
Awesome. Okay. You know what? I always start out because I believe that we all have connections to our higher selves and our spirit guides. And what I do when I do a reading is my higher self and my spirit guides connect with yours, and that's where I get my information. And I always start out with a prayer. I set my intention because any messages I ever do are for highest and best always, and for healing purposes. That's what I was taught. So I'm just going to quickly just say my prayer. Oh God, as we open the door to communication in the unity of the Holy Spirit, the great I Am presence of the universe, we give thanks, for we know that the words spoken are filled with your love, truth, wisdom, and understanding of the highest. Amen. And just a quick thing too, that prayer actually isn't my prayer, it's actually Elaine Thomas's prayer from my teacher and good friend from Fellowships of the Spirit.
So we've got quite a few questions from you folks out there, and keep them coming. You know, we had almost 1,000 people join us last
Thank
week.
you.
So, or
Yeah.
was it 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks
so
ago.
every couple of weeks, by the way, we're going to be here live. So, you know, if we don't get to your question this week, we are recording your questions. We are writing them down. And so tune in the next time, and hopefully we will get to your questions. If we don't, you know, we will at some point. You know, just keep hammering at us and say, Angie.
Yeah, come on. Why aren't you answering my question? I'm hurt. And we'll answer it, you know?
Absolutely.
You know what, if you're on, too, press the like, too, because then we know we got people
Or a
on,
love.
right? Or a love. We like love.
All right, let's. I'm going to ask you, if you would, Ange, if you can tune in to Danielle.
Okay.
And
Hi, Danielle.
She would like to know if she's ever going to get married.
Oh, yes, Danielle. You know what? As soon as you said that, I saw a big diamond ring and I saw a huge yes. And they're showing me yes. And I want to say this, they're showing me the word choosy. And I feel like you have to be choosy. And you have been choosy. And I feel like that's a good thing, okay? Because every time you've said no, or every time something hasn't worked out, they're showing me here that what that's done is that's shown you inside of you what's right for you, what you do want and what you don't want, okay? And they're showing me here that each time you've done that, you might feel like things aren't moving quick enough, but they're showing me every single time it hasn't worked out, or you've said no and you've learned, you've moved ahead more on your, I feel like, your true authentic path. And and your spirit guides are saying here they wanted you to be, that was important to be on your true authentic path, because that's what's going to lead you to the right person. You don't want just anybody, you want the right one, okay? And they're showing me here, I don't feel like you're too far away from it. I feel like you're ready to ask that question and get an answer, because they're showing me here it's not that far away. So keep the faith, don't give up hope. Just, they're showing me your heart, and they're saying here, just keep being true to yourself. I want to bring in a loved one from the other side. I keep feeling a grandmother. I felt her as soon as I started talking, and I want to say it feels to me, I see her on my right side, which usually means on mom's side of the family. And so I feel this grandma with you, and I feel like she's sending you lots of love. I keep seeing her with flowers. I don't know if she liked flowers in the spring. I'm almost seeing, like, I think they're violets is sort of what I'm seeing here. And I feel like she's sending you lots and lots of love, telling you that she's always with you. She's saying that from where she is, she can see a bigger perspective on things than you can. And she's showing me here, don't you worry about a thing. It's all coming to you. It's all coming your way, and you're going to be just fine and very happy. And I leave that with you in love and light.
That is awesome. Good for Danielle. You know, I'm going to jump down to, I think it is, here, Stephanie Ann.
Okay. Hi, Stephanie.
And she says she is waiting for MRI results, and she's really nervous.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I, you know what I'm saying, and I always just kind of give the first thing that comes into my mind. That's how my guides work with me, and I saw okay. Okay, so I want to say it's going to be okay. They're showing me here there's always a lesson in everything that we ever do and everything that ever happens to us in our lives. And I want to say that they're showing me that once everything is all said and done and everything works out and you're just fine, they're showing me here that this is teaching you how to take care of you. Because I feel like you're somebody that takes care of everybody else and puts a lot out there. And they're showing me that in the end, once you get through this, you don't have to think too much about this yet. It's get through this, you're going to be okay. And then they're showing me here it's going to make you put more focus on yourself and more focus on just on you. Add yourself to the list. On your list that you're making every single day, it's important to add yourself to that list as well. And I leave that with you in love and light.
Good message for Stephanie.
Thanks.
Now, I think it is Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Pam is a little nervous. She says, will she ever find a job?
Pam, yes. I saw a yes with that right away. They're showing me here, I don't know why, and I haven't looked for a job in a long time, but I'm feeling like there are certain times of the year that it's tougher to find a job. Like almost as though I feel like in the wintertime, you know, the world kind of goes into hibernation. We just kind of do that, even though it hasn't been the worst winter until today, but we still kind of, till today, but we do. The whole world goes into hibernation, and I feel like it almost like makes the energy stop flowing, so things don't flow as quickly as normal. And so they're showing me here the world's about ready to wake up, that equinox is about to come, and springtime is going to come, and it feels to me like I can see an acceleration of the energy, and I feel like that applies, like when the energy slows down, I feel like that applies to all of us. Like we want to stay home and eat, right? That's kind of what we all want to do, have comfort food, and I feel like that applies to companies as well. Like almost like they're not ready for big changes, but they're showing me here here that when springtime comes, I feel an acceleration of the energy in you, and I also feel it in your future workplace. So they're kind of showing me here, I keep seeing April. I want to say April or May is where I'm seeing you finally in a job, and they're showing me here it was really good that you stepped off the merry-go-round you were on for a while. I don't necessarily know that it was your choice to step off the merry-go-round, but they're showing me it's good that you did, because I just feel like you needed a little bit of a rest and some time to connect with you, and I feel like you've done that, and they're showing me now you're starting to be, I see like a horse chomping at the bit. It's time, you're ready to get going, and they're showing me here you are going to get going. Take advantage of this little bit of time you have left to yourself, okay, because again, I'm feeling like April, May, you're going to be back to work and doing well, and you're going to really like your new job too. Really like it this time, and I leave that with you in love and light.
A new job. It's always fun to get a new job. It's a new leash on life.
Yeah.
This is a good time of year to get a new job too, because it's springtime,
It's springtime, a time of renewal. Like there's something about that. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna plug something.
I know what you're gonna plug.
Paula knows.
Let her into it.
I was she was whispering in my ear. Equinox.
I'm like
this way.
I'm like a fisherman. I'm like this.
Send it out. Here it comes.
Let's see if she takes the bait.
And say this. Okay, yeah. So Paula and I, now just imagine this, we're going to teach together.
I know.
We're so excited. I don't know if we ever have.
You know what? We have not.
We haven't exactly taught. We've gone to each other's classes. But anyway, who cares about that? Yeah. We're going to get to, on the 27th of this month, we are having a spring equinox celebration.
Yes, I'm
here
so
at
excited.
Santosha with Paula and I. And we're going to teach about the equinox and how you can use the energies of the equinox and talk about how we're coming out of hibernation. And
we're going to do a little planting too.
Yeah, we're going to do some planting, yes.
Super important to start to plant that seed. So for renewal, for yourself, for whatever it is that you are looking to embrace or reach out and connect with as we start this wonderful new season of new life.
Absolutely, and setting intention too. It's so important to set intention. So it's like we're going to plant seeds literally and not literally, right?
Yes, right.
And set our intentions. And why not use the energy? The energy is waking up and is new, and we can take advantage of it and use it in our lives.
It's really it's going to be an amazing evening that we're going to have together. Angie's going to be giving some readings.
Yes, each person gets a message.
And I'll be also giving
for both of us.
You'll get a special plant message from me as well. So you get a spiritual reading and you get a plant message as well. And wow, how amazing.
We're really excited.
And then you get to plant.
And you get to plant. You get to take something home. Isn't that like the best thing? You like to take something home. You go to a class, take something home to remember.
Like a make and take.
Make and take, yes, I agree.
Except maybe a make and bake.
A make and bake. We did that not that long ago. We have a kitchen at Santosha, and we had a class. Paula taught cooking in the kitchen.
And guess what we made?
We made some syrup.
Convenient that I had this syrup.
Yes.
We made elderberry syrup
in the kitchen at Santosha.
And
it was so fun.
And how did it smell here?
It smelled heavenly. It was fantastic. I loved it.
I loved it. Really. There is nothing like the smell of something cooking, but when you smell the aroma that comes from when you're making thyme syrup and elderberry syrup, holy
just the smell of it is healing. The smell of it is,
Absolutely.
The good part about it is we have a kitchen at Santosha. We've never used it. So Paula said, "Does this oven work?" And I said, "I don't know. We got to see." And it did.
Put my little apron on. It was good to go.
Yeah, all set.
All right, so let's go back to some of your readings because we still do have a bunch of people.
Okay.
And just a quick plug. If there is some information that you would like to know about Santosha, please, pop your email in there in your message or message us via Facebook and just say, hey, this is Sherry, and can you email me or put me on your email list for...
absolutely, yeah. We'll put you on. Yeah, definitely. If you just pop your email right in the comments, we get them, and we'll put you absolutely... We have a mailing list that goes out. We have a newsletter, a monthly newsletter, but I send out reminder ones as well throughout the month. We have that, and you can like us. We have a Santosha Facebook page.
Yes,
there's also a Blessings by Nature Facebook page. Yeah, don't forget that.
Like it.
Yeah. So like our pages. We post everything. We're crazy posters.
I know we are.
Yeah, we are. We love Facebook.
So you know what? There's no excuse. You're always informed. Between Angie and myself, we are always informing you what's going on here at Santosha. And by the way, we are located at
22 Lafayette Boulevard in Williamsville, and we are right behind Chico's and Lenova Pizza. Yeah, Lenova Pizza. Yay!
Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, we were there for lunch.
And we're across the street from Tony Walker Center, too, if you don't know that. Everybody knows where Chico's and Lenovo's
And
is.
Tim Hortons.
And Tim, oh yes, my husband said that that's why he was happy I rented this place and he would come here because there's Tim Hortons.
Hey, we could just walk right over. You can always get a cup of coffee and come back here. Although you always have something brewing here.
I always make coffee. Always, yeah.
So let's go back to some of our friends that are out there, and we have Michelle, who
Hi, Michelle.
She is trying to make a decision. Should she keep her main house or her beach house? Good question.
I saw both. So, and I know you weren't asking me that, but I almost want to say I feel like your heart's in both places. I feel like when you have a house, anything you do, I feel like you're a person that really puts your heart into things. And I want to say that I feel like you really put your heart into both of these houses. I feel like you love them both. But they're kind of showing me here that where you are in your life, okay, I feel like there's healing that comes to you. And when I say healing, I feel like physically, emotionally, spiritually, in all ways. And I feel like when you're at that beach house, there's some kind of healing that comes to you when you're there. And so they're kind of showing me that you've kind of come to a place in your life that I feel like you need to be near what heals you or what soothes you and what makes you feel good for you, like doing something good for you. We always feel selfish when we do something that's just for us. And I want to say that I'm feeling like do something for you. And I keep seeing there would be an awful lot of positive things for you, a lot. You can't make a wrong move here. They're showing me it's about choice, but I keep seeing that beach house. Okay, that beach house. There's something about that beach house. I wish I could go.
Yes, I know. Yeah. I'm thinking the
I want to
same
go.
thing.
Like I'm seeing it in my mind. You know? Let's go to the beach. You know,
Especially today.
And invite us.
We'd be happy to call. Pop in.
Yeah, sit on the beach.
Yeah, I
have
don't
a
have a
little
problem
Tim
with
Hortons. We'll bring the Tim Hortons.
We'd like to stick our toes in the sand. And yes, we'll bring the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, we'll bring the Tim Hortons. Yeah,
maybe some donuts, Timbits too. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm
not a sponsor. We just happen to like them.
We just like them. Yeah. But I feel like that I'm seeing that beach house. And you know what I want to say? I want to just throw this in really quick. If anybody, you know, a lot of times like when I do messages and there's a lot of people wanting messages, a lot of times spirit comes through and they'll give a message to one person that's meant for more than one. Okay, so if I'm giving a message and it sounds like it belongs to you and you're kind of thinking, wow, that sounds like that belonged to me, then it did, because spirit works that way, so take the message. Okay?
And it's happened to me. It's happened to me.
It's happened to me.
You know what? I have a question.
Oh, Paula? Paula, I'm going to come to you.
I have a question. So my question is, and I hope she can answer the question.
I hope I can. I don't know. You know, you might not make me look good.
So when you're at Lilydale, if any of you have ever gone to Lilydale, and you go to the stump and you go for readings, they ask that, you know, when they are directing a reading at somebody, that you not like stand in the way, you know, like interfere in the energy, because it's almost as though, even though you guys, like, you're not sitting here with me, you know, your energy is kind of coming to me actually through the electronics. I do readings over the computer. I could do an email reading and sit and do that. So it's about setting your intention and the energy. I would say that a lot of times they don't want, it's almost like if our energy connection is this way and Paula came up and walked in front, I think I could still do the reading, but it might just, it almost could disrupt the flow of energy, and that's kind of what they mean. Mm-hmm. So you can get back to it, but it's almost like you don't want to disrupt the flow of energy. When an audience, say if you've been at the stump in Lilydale, and they're all sitting there and the energy's kind of flowing, and somebody gets up, it just disrupts it. Did I answer that? Yes, you answered the question correctly. So, and jumping off that, right outside of Lilydale is Fellowships of the Spirit.
Fellowships of the Spirit, yes. Right outside, it's on the right-hand side. Fellowships of the Spirit is the best place. It's where I went to school for 2 years. Who knew there were schools for this kind of stuff, right? And they have classes all throughout the whole summer. If you look, it's fellowshipspirit.org, and their catalog's up. So and that's very and guess who's in the catalog? Guess who's in the catalog?
We're in the catalog.
We're in the catalog. Yay!
On the 22nd, hopefully I got the right date here because I'm thinking 22nd of July. Mark it down. That's the festival.
Oh my God, Fun Fest! Oh my God, it's the most fun day that there is. I'll be there doing readings. A lot of the fellowship's graduates are there doing readings. I think it's like, and if Elaine's watching this, I don't know how much they are. I think $15. I think they're very low price. I think they're $15.
Well, I'm sure it's on the website, right?
Yeah, it's on. Oh yeah, look at Fellowship's website. There you go. But yeah, and we'll talk more about that too, because it's a fun day. The vendors, Paula will be there.
You know what I have to
Lessons by
say?
Nature.
It's one of my most favorite events of the year, and I'll tell you why. Because you cannot get have a bad seat in the house. Really, it's amazing. You're looking at the lake there, and it's just. Oh, by the way, didn't we say we were going to kayak on that lake?
We're going to kayak on that lake. Oh, I have kayaked on that lake. I have some kayaks.
I know, but we were talking about it last year.
You know?
We never did it.
And Mary just kind of signaled to me. My husband's on. Hi, honey. And he said, no, we're not buying a beach house. You know, yes, we are. Yeah, okay, all right.
Melanie wants the beach house.
Huh?
Melanie wants
My sister Melanie.
Melanie.
Hi, Mel.
Oh, Melanie's had that pig on.
Melanie, that pig.
Times.
I know I've seen a lot of that pigs. Is that pig in the house still?
Oh my God, that pig is awesome. If you didn't hear us talking about it last
Love
time.
that pig. Lucius.
Lucius,
Or is it Luscious?
Luscious.
Lucius. Something like that. She'll tell us, you know.
No, you gotta
She'll tell
correct
us.
us.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to reading, because I know
All right.
people are like, oh, you guys are funny, but we want readings.
I know. We're kind of funny, right? But
So
readings.
I don't really know what this means, but you'll be able to tune in and give Christy Lynn the answer here.
Hi,
She wants
Christy.
to know, will I be okay with what happened from Sunday?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's going to take some time. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what it is that happened. It just kind of feels to me. I'm seeing the word like traumatic. It was stressful. It was traumatic. I feel like hurtful. Almost like I feel like hurtful to your heart. And they're showing me here. You will be okay. But I want. It's going to take some time. So I'm seeing the word patience with this, and I'm feeling like we all have a hard time being patient. And I feel like you might be one of the ones that has a hard time being patient. But what they're showing me here is be patient with this, allow it to take its course. I feel like let it take its course, but I feel like when you come out, it's like I'm seeing, like, you know, sometimes we have to climb mountains in life, and it's like I'm seeing you climbing the mountain, and I feel like when you get to the other side of the mountain, you will be okay. All right. And I see the word faith. I feel like keep the faith. You really have to keep the faith, and you always have to know that you do have guardian angels and spirit guides with you all the time. Okay. And they're showing me here, make sure you ask us for help, okay? Because we can help you. This is a message directly from your guides, and they're kind of saying here, we can help, but we have a lot more direct channel to give you more if you ask us, okay? So I want to say that they're showing me here, ask them for help, and they will help you find the answers that you need to get to the other side of this, and you will. You're stronger than you know. I keep seeing that too. They're showing me that. I keep seeing your heart, and they're saying here that you're stronger than you know, so just believe that and keep faith with that, okay? It's going to be okay. And I leave that with you definitely in love, lots of love. I feel like your guides are sending you lots of love and lots of light.
You know, I love that. I love that one with your messages that you tell people. I leave that with you.
In love and light. Yeah.
It's a wonderful way to end a reading. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful way when you're connecting with
Yeah,
somebody.
I feel that way because I feel like I'm connecting to all of you through the energy and through the light, and I do leave it with love. I do my work in love.
And if you notice, when Angie is speaking with you or to you and connecting with you, it's always something positive. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Well, I believe in that I'm doing this for healing. You know, and what's the sense of it if it's not?
Absolutely.
You know, to give you different choices, and even if there is, we have bad things happen too, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's about choice that you know, and free will, and I'm going to get you options, okay, to make things better and to change things in your life. So it's not that I wouldn't address something that wasn't positive, but I'd give you choices because we have free will. We can always do things to make our lives better. Always. Right, Paula?
Always,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You always got to
We
be
know that.
positive, and just keep things in perspective. And you certainly don't want to leave somebody with on a sour note.
No, absolutely. Leave somebody with a sore
With
heart is what
our-
my teacher said. Yeah.
You
Don't
wanna-
ever leave someone with a sore
You want to
heart.
inspire people,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
within reason. We're not fibbing here.
No.
We're just-
I'm not
we're-
going to just say something
Right.
just to say something good. I'm definitely tuning in
There's
here.
a true message here. for
There
you.
is,
So
yeah.
speaking of a true message, Nancy says that she will take whatever you have for her.
Okay. Hi, Nancy. Thanks. I should say this to all you guys too. Thanks for tuning in. Right?
Yeah, right.
We appreciate
absolutely.
that a lot.
And
So-
look at this week, you can see the fire behind us.
we did that on purpose. We said fireside chat. It's a true fireside
It
chat.
is.
It is.
You gotta see the fire.
Yes, it is. Okay, so Nancy, I want to say that as I want to say you come into your vibration, and I feel like you've had some ups and downs in your life. Okay, they keep showing me that I've had some ups and downs. I've gone through some hard times, and I'm wondering if things are ever going to get easier. And I hope that I'm correct. I don't know because you're not here, but this is what your guides are showing me, and they're showing me here the ups and downs have all been about lessons. There's been a lot of things, like they're showing me sometimes even some heartache. Okay, but I feel like this for you too is, and I said this with another message. Sometimes it's about climbing over the mountain, and I feel like it's almost like we climb the mountain. It's hard, and then we get to the top, and we get to almost like a plateau, and we're not sure what to do next. And that's kind of what I'm seeing you. It's almost like I'm at the top of the mountain trying to decide which path to go down. And they're showing me here, take your time. You don't have to rush. Okay, like I feel like they're showing me that a lot of times. It's like, don't make a decision until you know that it's the right decision. A lot of times if we don't know what to do, it's don't do anything, because then we always wake up one day and all of a sudden we get that, aha, I know this. How didn't I see this before, right? And so I feel like that's kind of where you are. And they're showing me here, don't start out on any of the new paths yet. Like I want to say, I see clarity for you over this next 2 or 3, 4 weeks. It feels like that to me. 2 to 4 weeks. You're going to have clarity where you're going to wake up and say, I just know that this is right, and it's going to take me in the right direction in my life. It's going to bring the right people into my life, okay? Because they're showing me that would be, I feel like you would feel like that would be nice. We all would, right? And so I'm feeling that. I feel like new opportunities and a connection to purpose, okay? Because they're showing me here that you're looking for your purpose, and I feel like you know some of what it is, okay? But I feel like a hesitation of, I want to take the step to my purpose, but something's holding me back, okay? And they're showing me here that once you get that aha moment, I feel like you're a visual person, you have to see it. You're going to get the aha, you're going to see it, and then they're showing me here that you'll go for it, and it's going to be great. And you're going to finally, I feel like, be connecting to, it's like your authentic self and your purpose and what you're here for, okay? That's what I'm feeling with you. And I feel like love life is going to get better too. So I don't know if that's in there too, but they're showing me love life. There's a connection to love life in that's coming too, okay? And I leave that with you in love and light.
Love life improvement. That's good.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, right? Yeah, that's a message. Anybody that can take that,
right? Take it. Put it in your
it's going to be a year. I feel like that this year too.
It just feels like a good year, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just generally feels like a great year.
Yeah, like some years you feel like the energy isn't great. It doesn't feel good somehow, and there's a lot of go through a lot of troubles. We have years, and it seems like everybody you talk to is going through the same thing. And I feel like this is a message for everybody that I want to say that I feel like this year is going to be better. It really is. Like it just feels like, we almost needed this snowstorm too, because I feel like some people were housebound and couldn't stand being in the house, but I feel like they're showing me we kind of needed it, because sometimes the way to find your answer and find what's next is to stop and not do anything and empty your mind out. And I feel like that was the purpose of this snowstorm. So you're going to see,
right?
Yeah, everybody got a break.
Yeah. Well, sort of. I didn't get a break, but
Paula never gets a break.
That's a whole other story.
Paula goes out in the snow and braves it all.
Don't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, so we got some other questions.
Okay, let's do some questions, sorry.
And we've got, Kathy says, what direction will my boys take? She wants to know what's in store for them.
For your boys. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for tuning in with us. Okay, so I feel like I'm seeing 2. I feel like 2, and I know you said boys, but and 2 or 3. I don't know if there's 2 or 3 kids, but I feel 2, and I want to say that I feel like one of them is going to take the road to it. I feel like they're so opposite. Like one is, I can see professional, like almost where I'm seeing like a white shirt and tie and going off to college and doing something real professional. And I want to say that I feel like the other one, I keep seeing him doing things with his hands. They both work with their hands, but I feel the other one almost like I could see him, I don't know if he does, I don't want to say crafts, okay, because boys don't do crafts, but I feel like maybe, right, Paula?
They don't do crafts, no.
So, but I
do like handiwork.
They do handiwork, yeah. So I'm kind of seeing that, like we have girls, so I feel like just making things or building things or something, like maybe carpentry or maybe I can see him fixing a car. So I want to say that that's kind of what I'm feeling with both of them, and I feel like good directions. I'm seeing them both, not now, but I feel like as time goes on, I can see them both being being married, and I feel like both of them having kids, so I feel like I see grandkids at your feet. And if there's not a third child or a third son, because I kept seeing 3, so if there's a third and you don't have that child now, I feel like it'll come to you through as grandchild. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be, if there's only 2, there's going to be 3. If it's not your own natural child, your grandchildren are really like your children too. So that's where it's going to be. But I feel good with both of them. And I leave that with you in love and light.
Here we are in our rockers here at St. Joe's. So in case you're wondering what the heck is Paula doing, Angie's giving you a reading and Paula's like going back and forth. Sometimes you just can't help but knock in the rocker.
There's something so relaxing in the rockers.
I know.
These are nice rockers. Take a look at that.
I can't go back all the way because I'm too short. If I went back all the way, you wouldn't see me. I'd be down.
Yeah, I probably can't do that.
My feet would be off the ground. I wouldn't be rocking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sometimes we got to put a couple books.
Yeah,
for her feet,
for my dogs. Yeah, for my little feet.
Yeah.
So let's go on with some more readings here. Here's a good one. Louise wrote in, and she wants to know something about.
Hi, Louise.
How her autistic son and daughter are they going to be okay?
Autistic, I want to say that I feel like that's more with your son, okay? It's kind of the one that's coming in for me here. And I want to say that it feels to me like I'm seeing like almost like you're the wind beneath their wings, and I'm seeing the word support, okay? And I feel like you've given him tremendous support, okay? And I feel like gotten him into like, they're showing me here support and help, because I feel like it's not just you. It feels to me like you've gotten help from other sources with this as well. And they're showing me here that the help that you're giving is making a difference, okay? I want to say, too, that they're showing me here, I don't know, I don't know if what people feel about hands-on healing or energy healing, but I want to say that I feel like if there was ever a time that you could do that yourself and almost, lay your hands on it and just feel like relaxing energy, like I feel like that would make a difference, okay? But they're showing me here, I don't know if it took a little while to find the exact treatment plan that you wanted and the right support, but they're showing me here that the direction that you're in now and the support now is I feel like helping tremendously. So I feel like keep staying on that direction. And I feel like this too, no matter, they're showing me here sometimes you're getting advice from different people. I don't know what professionals they are, and I feel like you're getting good advice, but I feel like they're showing me here trust your gut feeling, because I feel like you've done that sometimes and said, no, I'm not going to do it this way, I'm going to keep looking for other answers and I'm going to do it a different way. And they're showing me here, keep doing that, okay? Because I feel like each time your gut and following your gut and following your heart has never led you astray, and that's how you're going to serve as a support and be the best wind beneath the wings for your child, okay? And I leave that with you in love. I hope that helped.
Great message.
Leave that with you in love and light.
We've got kind of a big question here. Reverend John has messaged in. Hello,
Hi, Reverend John. Hi.
Oh, that was in stereo.
Oh, and we said that at the same time. How do you like that? We're in sync.
I know,
we
right?
wear the same colors. How do you like
I know.
that? No plan.
Right?
No plan. We coordinate.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
So Reverend John wants to know about the summer of 2018.
Okay, it's going to be better than the summer of 2017, okay? So I don't know what the challenges were in 2017, but it almost kind of feels to me like things weren't flowing the way that you wanted them to, okay? Like I feel like it was like we were expecting more. We were expecting things to be better, and somehow they just weren't. And I want to say that I'm feeling like, again, we were talking before about 2017, it almost feels like last year might have been like a year of change for a lot of people, okay? And sometimes when that happens, it's almost like sometimes we're going against the flow, or sometimes it's almost like there was a dam that was preventing the flow. And it feels to me like now, it feels like different and new things, I don't know if it's people or what it was, but different things had to get set in place. And I feel like they've been set in place, and they're showing me here that the dam that was there, the dam was put there almost as though things needed to slow down for a little while because things needed to be reconfigured. I don't know if it just feels to me like there were a lot of changes going on. So things needed to be reconfigured. And I want to say that it feels to me that when things weren't as great as they were, sometimes when something happens that's not as great as you want it to be, it causes you to go inside and figure things out in a different way. And so I feel like that's what happened. And in doing that, okay, and it doesn't feel to me just you. I feel like a group of people went inside themselves, and I feel that dam. I can see it. It's like the dam is kind of slowly coming up or being removed, and I feel like things are going to flow again this year, and in a much better direction. Like almost as though I could see at the end of this summer, kind of looking back and saying, you know, maybe it's good that happened because it made us change some things around and reconfigure some things. It made us stop, which sometimes we all need to do, and it just feels to me, I'm seeing the word success. It's going to be a good summer this summer. Very good.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'll leave that with you in love and light.
Tracy wants to know.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. She says she was offered an opportunity. Should she take it?
Go for it. I feel that immediately. I didn't even have to close my eyes. It's like right in front of me is go for it. Yes, you absolutely should take the opportunity. And I want to say this, that, you know, sometimes when we're 90 years old and we think, if I make some of my decisions this way, is when I'm 90 years old, how would I feel if I would have said no to certain things? And I want to say that when you're 90 years old, if you don't go for this, you're going to look back and wish you would have. Okay, but they're showing me here too. If you decided not to, I feel like this exact opportunity wouldn't come your way. There would be something else. But this feels to me like it's pretty aligned pretty well for you, and I feel like this for you too. You can do this. Okay, you might have to learn some new things. There's always learning involved. But I want to say that they're showing me here that you really do have the experience and the know-how to do this and make it a success. And I want to say they're showing me here, run with it. Okay, I want to say that I feel like too, there are those in the spirit world. Okay, I feel like spirit guides, guardian angels, and a loved one. I don't know if there's a mom on the other side of life. I feel like I'm seeing that. If I'm wrong about mom, it's grandma, but I am seeing the word mom. And I want to say that she's kind of got her hands on your back and she's going, I got your back. You know, you got some guidance here, and we'll guide you and we'll lead you in the right direction. You have the tools. You have what it takes. It's all inside. You've worked hard for this too. I feel that too. This didn't just come to you randomly. Okay, it came because you've worked hard. You've worked on yourself and you've worked hard. This will be a success. And I feel like, yes, they're going like this, like, yes, 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 go for it. You have to do it. Okay? And I hope that makes sense.
Yes!
I hope that makes sense.
No!
I guess that was a yes.
I guess that was a yes.
Yes. It sounded like it, right? So.
Are you all right? Do you need to take a little swig of water?
I'll take.
She'll be out of frame for a second.
I'll take a swig up here.
We're in sync, but she's out of frame. So
I'll take a swig of my what? My Timmy Hortons.
Timmy Hortons.
Got that always.
So I'll let you have your swig and take a break for just a moment so you can catch your breath.
And Paula's going to talk about some of what's going on in Santosha.
Oh yeah, I could if you want to give me the list.
There you go.
So what do we got here? On Friday night there is candle meditation. That this Friday, so St. Patrick's Day. It's a great night for you to take a break, maybe or before you go out and party.
Yeah.
To stop by here first from 7 to 8. We have Lisa here. And she is going to be leading you in a guided meditation, silence, peace. You know, great way to end your week or to begin your weekend of festivities.
Yeah,
you know?
and you know what? I got to throw something in that I forgot. I did a quick. It's not good when I do the newsletter because I'm not good on the computer. But I sent one out
You're
today.
the boss lady. So
I sent one out as a reminder, and I forgot to put. We have some new practitioners here at Santosha, and Kathy Wild and Kelly Hale are two of them, and they're excellent mediums, and they work with tarot cards, and they're actually going to do a tarot card class. I think it starts last Wednesday of this month.
Yeah, well,
so that's not in there. I apologize to you guys if you see the newsletter. I forgot.
Are both of them taking part in our special sessions event?
Yes! Yay!
So can you expand on that?
You want to go?
Because I don't see it on the list
right
here.
That's on the list.
It's not on my piece of paper.
Yeah. So we have mini intuitive readings day coming up here at Santosha. Yay! and it's Saturday, March 25th from noon to 4. Okay. And I thought, like, what a perfect perfect way for you to be able to come in and experience some of our new practitioners.
Just come in for a sample.
Yeah, come in for a sample. So I'm going to be doing some mini readings, and Paula's going to be doing some mini plant sessions, and Kelly and Kathy are here doing tarot, and Becky Wisniewski will be here doing mini readings, and also Becky does Bach flower things, and you should learn about those. They're fabulous. Bach flower remedies are excellent. And then we have Irene Lavin's going to be here, and Sue Mang Bowl is a law of attraction practitioner. She's going to do some one-on-one sessions with that. So we got a cool day kind of coming. So, there might be a couple other people on board too. I'm not sure yet.
We got most of the list, and you can always hop on our website, hop on Facebook. We've got information wherever. And again, if you didn't hear us mention it earlier, send us your email. We'll get you on the list. You'll get a notification every week, if not every month, about everything that's going on here at Santosha. And we're in Williamsville, by the way. We're
in Williamsville, yes. And also, too, we have a website, too, and it's actually up to date, finally. Oh. Thanks to my niece, Jessica, is doing it for me.
Thank you, Jessica.
Melanie's daughter.
Yeah.
She's, her Luscious, the pig, is her...
Oh, is that her pig?
Is her relative.
The relative
to Jessica.
I love that pig. You know what? We'll have to bring a picture next month, or in 2
Melanie,
weeks.
send us a picture of Luscious. Yes.
Yeah, we'll just print it up and we'll show what Luscious looks like.
Very cute. But anyway, so our website is Santosha, Santosha, holisticcenter.com. Yep. And if you go on there, there's a calendar you can click on, gives descriptions, tells you all the practitioners that are here.
Yeah,
pretty
exciting. Much going on.
So much.
There's always something going on here at Santosha. If you see the lights off, that would be a strange thing.
It would be a strange thing, yes, because I love doing things. It's so fun having a center.
And you know what? One of the most wonderful things that take place here, I'm just going to put this list back over here, is our monthly service.
Oh, our monthly worship service, yes.
Do we have some new news about that?
We have news about that because you know what? Everybody comes and we appreciate it because everybody just kind of, we're running out of room in our room here, and which is a great thing. That's a great problem to have. So I got this idea, and we're going to go right down the street. We're going to have a service, see how it works. If it doesn't work, we can always do something different. Right. But there's a beautiful historic building in Williamsville called the Meeting House.
I know, it's awesome.
It's beautiful. Right across the street.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, now's your chance. It's right across the street from Creekside and New World Gifts and True Value Hardware. Excellent. It's right across the street there. We're going to have our worship service there this month. Excellent. So our worship service is always the first Wednesday of every month. We always have an excellent speaker. We do readings. We have mediums that come in, do readings, we do healings, we do meditation.
It's a great break away from the craziness that is something we call life.
Yeah.
You come in, you get words of wisdom, you get a little bit of a healing. You are
inspiration.
Inspiration? No, I didn't say that. Thank you for reminding me. And besides the fact that you are amongst people that really everybody gives off good energy.
They do.
And when you walk out the door, no kidding, when you walk out the door, you feel better than when you walked in.
You do.
Because we always walk in with all sorts of stuff. Wherever we go, we always have some kind of residual energy, whatever our day is. Somebody from wherever you run into.
Yeah.
I always tell people, we kind of like. And I when I teach my classes, I say about shoes. You should always take your shoes off before you go into the house because you pick up energy as you go through your day. So let me see here: Bark and Bob at the bank, or a Sassy Sally at the grocery store. By the time you get home, you've got like all these peeps behind you. It's like you got a party behind you, but you don't want all those people and all that energy come in with you. So take off your shoes. Now we're not going to ask you to take off your shoes when you come for the monthly service. No, keep your shoes on. That's okay. But what
we keep the floors clean.
Yeah, right. What we want to say is that we all need a break from all that craziness of the day. So come and join us. We would love to have you. Yeah. And again, shoot us an email and let us know what your email is, and we'll send you.
Yeah. I send reminders for everything. Yeah. I go crazy sending reminders. Usually
you're never misinformed or uninformed. You can't say that. No excuse.
Definitely not. Definitely.
All right. We have some other messages that people would love to hear.
All right. Awesome. Okay.
So. Just trying. Oh, here's a good one. Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie Lynn says that she is struggling with her kids, or she had been struggling with her kids at school in the past. They're doing well right now, but what about the future?
I feel like it's better, and I was going to say that, like, as Paula was reading the question, is I feel like it's definitely gotten better. I want to say that it feels to me that the teachers this year, I feel like they're connecting better with the teachers, and I feel like that's making a huge difference. I also feel like this too, that your kids do best with a routine. I keep seeing the word routine, and they're kind of showing me here that if you kind of keep the same routine, I don't know if this would make any sense to you, but I'm feeling like there's something with diet in this whole thing. Like almost like I feel like the kids, I'm seeing certain foods like fruits and vegetables are important, and I'm also feeling like water is important, because I feel like somehow when there's a proper diet, and not that there shouldn't be any sugar, because we all need some sugar, but maybe a little bit less, and it feels to me that they get a better night's sleep then too, and I feel like that makes a difference. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm just kind of giving you what Spirit is giving me. So I want to say, but it feels to me though like it's on a much more even level. I feel like it's much better than it was. I like the school. I don't know what school they're in, but I feel like I like the school. It feels to me like there's some good positive energy in that school. I want to say this too. I feel like you're an excellent mom, okay? And I want to say that you need to give yourself some pats on the back and give yourself some credit, okay? And if they're going through something, it doesn't mean that you're not doing your job, because I feel like you are. And remember that you're the one that has guided your kids to be where they are now, which is in a better place and on a better track. So I want to say here, take some of the credit for that. I feel a grandmother energy around you as well, and I feel like it's your grandmother that's kind of saying here, she's a worrier. She worries about a lot of things. I feel like Grandma worried too, but I feel like you worry about things too. And she's saying here, just take a moment sometimes, take a moment and smell the roses. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I heard that, and I feel like she's saying here, and then pat yourself on the back sometimes too, and know that you're doing a good job. She feels like you are, and she follows and watches all the time. So I want to say that to me, the kids, they're in a good place, and if something else happens to where it's okay, a little bit of a challenge they're showing me here, you'll tweak it, you'll know what to do, and it's going to be fine. Okay, I'll leave that with you.
Sounds great.
And love and light.
So Irene says that she would like to.
Hi, Irene.
She would like some guidance about her niece.
Okay.
And what can be done to improve her life.
I'm seeing right away. She needs to believe. She doesn't always believe in herself. Okay, so I feel like she needs to believe in herself, and I want to say that I feel like your part in this, okay, helping, okay, and her loved ones. She's got to find that within. We all have to find that within ourselves. But if loved ones do things like empower us with their words and make sure that she gets compliments, I feel like she needs to hear when she does something right. And it's not that she never hears that. I feel like she does, but she needs more of it. And I want to say that they're showing me here that if that happens, even like I keep seeing cards, send her a card, like a card thinking about you and letting her know how special she is. And I feel like that's going to make all the difference for her, because it's going to connect her to herself. Okay, and I feel like once that happens, they're showing me here, she'll start to move. I feel like I can see her like going into the future and moving confidently. Okay, like more sure-footed than she was before. And I feel like, again, you can help by sending cards, giving compliments, and making sure she knows how special she is, and remind others in her life to tell her the same thing. Because I feel like it's not that they don't, okay, but I feel like people get busy sometimes and they forget, and she needs that, okay. And I leave that with you in love and light.
Are you all right?
Okay. And yeah, and actually, I'm kind of feeling this too. Another message for everybody.
Oh,
Ooh,
awesome!
Yeah, getting a message for everybody.
Everybody wants to get a message.
I know,
it's like a bonus.
A bonus message.
Wait, I didn't hit it right. There we
Yay!
go. Bonus!
There we go, the bonus.
The bonus round.
It's the bonus round. So
there you go.
You're so fun, Paula.
I gotta fix my hair.
Yeah, I know. How do I look?
My crazy hair.
Yeah, okay.
I'm always crazy.
Me too.
Well, the snow, like
I love her hair. Don't you guys love her hair? Show some hearts. Don't you love Paula's hair? I love Paula's hair.
My hair went it got turned up a few notches with the curls thanks to all that
It's
snow.
good. I love your hair.
Great.
So look at all those hair. I told you, people love your hair.
Thank you very much.
Look Look at those hair. Oh my God. See?
Oh my God.
You got the best hair.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, by the way, shameless plug. So
That's right.
I go to Montage Hair Salon to get my hairs
yeah.
done.
Tracy.
So just Tracy B.
Tracy B.
Thank
Great.
you, Tracy B, for making
We
my
love
hairs
Tracy
always
B.
look so
We love
hideous.
Tracy. That's right. And so okay. So the message for everybody. Okay, I want to get that too. Is I kept seeing this when I was giving the other message. Sometimes another one comes in right on top, and it's like remember to give compliments. Remember that because we forget to do that. And sometimes like you see somebody and you like their hair, like Paula, I love your hair, Paula. But you don't always say it. You think it in your mind and you don't say it because you're in a hurry. But if you go to the grocery store, I've done it, and I'll see somebody and I like their eyes or I like their hair or something, and I give them a compliment and tell them. It takes a second,
Right, yeah.
and usually their whole face lights up.
Turn people around.
You do.
It's like a light switch.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You make them feel good, and then you feel good too.
Yeah,
you just feel good because you saw their smile, and you know that you did something, and you both get the energy of that. So
Right.
so I feel that, and pay it forward. I was at Tim Hortons the other day,
Always,
and
right.
to my favorite place, our favorite place, and somebody, I got to the window, and somebody in the car ahead of me that I didn't know paid for my coffee.
Awesome.
That was really nice. Like that made me feel I was kind of having one of those days, and it made me smile. And then I did the same thing. So I paid so I could pay for the person behind me.
Well, since
kind
we're
of keep
talking
it going.
about pay it forward in blessings, I'm going to share my blessings because I shared it with you this week. Somebody plowed my driveway.
Yes.
I have no idea. Not only did they plow my driveway, but they took care of my sidewalk too. So whoever that is, thank you so much because that's amazing.
Yeah, so nice. It's always important to say thank you.
I've got the walking wounded at home. my son has an injury. My husband has an injury. I don't have an injury, but I'm so damn too busy.
Yep.
Plus, I'm a teeny tiny person. It's a little hard to do all that shoveling.
It's a little hard. Yeah, the shovel's taller than you.
I got the kitty size at home. Yeah. The little orange one.
Yeah,
it works great. It does the job. It just takes me a little longer. Did you forget that? I love that one.
I want you to bring that to San Jose.
I use it to dust off my car because I'm so small I can't reach up all over my car.
I know.
All right, let's just some more questions.
Okay.
People at home are like, what the
Sorry,
heck?
guys. We get carried away. Don't we, Paula? We get a little carried away,
Okay,
we get a kick out of each other.
Serious question here from Paula, not me, Paula.
Oh, not you. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's
sneaking
not
one
me.
in? Okay.
And she says, what can I do for my younger daughter to help her along in life? She seems so lost all the time.
Okay. Hi, Paula. I feel like she holds a lot of her feelings inside. I feel like that's part of it with her. And they're showing me here. I can see almost like she's in her shell sometimes. And they're showing me here. She's choosy, She's choosy about the friends that she wants to have. She's a deep person, and I feel like a real spiritual person. And they're showing me here she will come out of this. Okay, I feel like she almost needs to. She'll get a little bit older, and I see her coming out of this, and all of a sudden, like kind of coming out of her shell. I can see her like a chick. When a chick is hatched from the shell, and the shell's kind of gone, and I can see her standing more sure-footed. And I want to say that they're showing me here, you just have to let her find her way and support her in doing that. And support her in the things that she might want to do that might, maybe they don't make sense. But it's almost as though I could see her trying different things and gaining confidence and moving in a direction that's right for her. And I just keep seeing, it's like I said this before to somebody about the wind beneath the wings, and I feel like keep being the wind beneath her wings, and you'll get her through this. Okay?
I love that.
Really feel that. She's going to be okay. Don't worry. I feel like you're worried about her because it's all you want her to be happy, and she will be. She's finding her way, and a lot of it's being done within, but she will do it, and just keep doing what you are doing. You are the wind beneath her wings. You're doing a great job. Just keep doing it, and she's going to be okay.
Awesome.
I'll leave that with you in love and light.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
I don't know if you can answer it. So, just like, oh God, here she goes. Listen, my son's been telling me that our new puppy, we have a new puppy, dog number 3. Why, I don't know, three dogs.
3 dogs,
I lost
yeah.
my mind.
I have 4.
And our puppy has been barking at something.
Oh, I want to say that I feel like when your animals are barking at nothing, and then you're wondering why the heck are they barking, I want to say take a minute and acknowledge who might be there, that they're seeing that you're not. Okay, maybe a loved one from the other side. Well, and I almost want to say feel dad.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
So take a minute and just say hi to Dad, and I feel like he'll still be around, but he won't show himself as much to the puppy, and the puppy will stop barking. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so before we go on a message, can I share my coin story?
Yes.
Okay,
Paula has a really good story.
Let me just share the story really quick. If you're just tuning in, or if you missed our very beginning, our crazy beginning, we were talking. Yeah. So today is the anniversary of my dad's passing. So it was 11 years ago, in just a few hours, that he crossed over from this life into the next. And if my sister's tuned in, hopefully she's tuned in. She's listening to this story, this amazing story that we were part of. So here, I'm going to show you this coin. I don't know if you can see the coin. This coin. It is a Father Baker. It's a Father Baker coin. And I always gave Dad something to hold on to as he was going through the last stages of his life here on this earth. And there was the day he passed, and it was early in the day, and he's laying in his bed, and there was a nurse there, and my sister was there, and I put the coin in my dad's left hand and closed his hand and said a prayer, and then all of a sudden, literally seconds later, it was in his other hand.
Wow.
And his hand did not pass from one to the other. My sister looked at me and said, OMG, did you see that? And the nurse said, wow, I saw that too.
The nurse saw it too.
So that was like the miracle of the day, to see that. And you and I had a conversation about that. And I love the conversation that we had about that.
Yeah, pretty amazing that really, when somebody crosses over, they really do leave their physical body, which is their vehicle, but they're not gone, And I felt strongly that that's kind of what her dad was showing her, that he was going to still be around. It's magic, He was showing that too, and I feel like he shows you, leaves you coins all the time now.
Yeah, we
does he leave you find coins and find different things that let you know that he's there.
I kind of wish he'd leave the $1 million coin.
I know. Come on, Dad. Come on,
but
Dad.
that's okay. If I picked up all the pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, I mean, we really find stuff all over the house.
Well, we always have to watch, too, for those little strange things that happen, like a flickering light or a picture falling or a coin that you're finding randomly. I remember one time I was taking a yoga class, and I got off my mat. There was nothing there. I didn't notice anything, and all of a sudden I sat down, did a couple yoga poses, got up, and there was a penny. Where did that come from? Right. And I knew that was from my mom, because she told me she was going to leave me pennies. So I don't know how they do that, but they do that. So notice it. Pay attention. They never leave us. They don't ever leave us. They're with
yoga.
Us.
She brings up yoga. I got to take some yoga.
I need to take yoga. We need to have yoga here.
Nikki Benetovich. Nikki Benetovich, if you're out there, I know you are.
We need a yoga class.
She might be in Colorado right now, but when you come back, we need yoga.
We'll be here. Mary will too, right?
Help us out.
Yeah, Mary. We'll
I have
all
a new
be here.
mat. We got to do it.
Yeah.
So let's get to some more messages, and then I think we're going to have to wrap it up, because we're almost probably
almost done. But we're going to be back. You know what, you guys, we're going to do this again on a regular basis. It was going to be once a month, but we're thinking every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if you're like watching us right now, you can watch the whole show again if you want to right here on Facebook. But guess what we have? We have a YouTube channel. We're super duper official.
Yes.
Never.
No, I know. I didn't even know we could set one of those up. Paula knew how to do it.
What?
We have what?
We're on YouTube. We are.
So you can watch us on YouTube.
Absolutely. You can watch any show. Actually, you can watch a few of our antics.
Yes, we had some other shows too. That have been real funny.
Well, we are out and about in Western New York. We like to do little live videos as well. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know if you saw it, but our very first video that we did together, which was for an open house for here at Santosha.
Which we have another one of those coming up soon, too.
Yes, that's right.
Probably the beginning of May. I haven't set the date yet.
I lost you on that one.
Yeah.
We're doing a live video, and she went shopping. I'm like, where are you? Where'd you go?
Yeah, where'd you go? And I'm like, I'm over here. I gotta buy this.
Feel free to go on YouTube, look for us, Fireside Chat with Angie and Paula, and watch any of our antics, and like us and comment us as well.
We appreciate that a lot.
So that's just another way for you to join and hook up with us and see what we're up to, and have share our experiences together.
Absolutely.
So,
So we got time for one or two more?
Yeah, let's do a couple more.
Okay, we'll do a couple more.
Let me see here. I'm sorry. Danielle says...
Hi, Danielle.
She is still seeing that, it looks like baby boy. Okay.
Okay, seeing that okay. Well, he's around you. Okay, I feel like he is. I hope I'm onto the right thing here, but I want to say that he's around you, and it feels to me like he is going to come to you. It feels to me like it has to be the right time. I feel like there was a lot of changes that kind of went on in your life for a little while, and it feels to me like they're now. It's almost like things are. They're in a good place. Like it's like I'm seeing ups and downs, and then I'm seeing like smoothness. And I want to say that they're showing me here. He hasn't come to you yet because you needed to. I feel like you needed to enjoy what you already had. And they're showing me here too that things needed to smooth out, meaning you had to get through. So like it feels like some obstacles, but you have. Okay. And they're showing me now. I feel like he's coming to you. Okay. And I want to say that it feels to me like maybe the next time you write to me in the next 6 months or so, like I want to say that you're going to be saying, guess what, he's coming. So that's what I'm feeling. He belongs with you.
Aww.
Yeah, he belongs to you. I hope that makes sense. I leave that with you in love and light.
So, I think it's, Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
She says she wants to know what you can do to help her with her baby because her baby is very fussy.
Oh, okay.
Janine. I'm sorry, it's Janine.
Oh, hi. Oh, Janine. Hi, Janine.
Janine.
Okay. Hi, Janine. I keep seeing like playing some soothing music. Okay, and I almost want to say that I don't know if you meditate yourself, but they're showing me here. Obviously, you can't tell the baby to meditate, but I feel like you can meditate, and they're showing me here that if you meditate and almost like put on some soothing music, and I can see you holding the baby and sitting in your favorite chair, and maybe the baby's going to start out to be fussy at first, and I feel you like if you start taking, I'm seeing this too, like if you started taking some deep breaths, and I mean like yoga kind of breathing, like where you're breathing all the way into your abdomen and just kind of holding the baby, that it feels to me you would calm yourself, and as you calmed yourself, the baby would feel the energy of that, and I feel like it would calm the baby as well. So they're showing me here, you'll have to be patient, and I can see you, it's like doing some deep breathing, some kind of soothing meditation music. You'll have to go on iTunes or something and look for music that resonates with you, and I'm feeling that if you keep doing this, it's almost like you'll get the baby into a routine of, this is our time that we sit together and I breathe deep, and I feel that again, I'm feeling like this calmness coming over you, and as the calmness comes over you, it will transfer to the baby. And I want to say, I feel like your spirit guides are in here talking about that, and they're saying, try this. It might not work the first time or the second time, but by the third time of this routine, they're showing me here that this will work, and I hope you'll let us know, okay? And I leave that with you in love and light.
Here's an interesting question from Ellen.
Hi, Ellen.
She says, please tell me about my upcoming future and any updates you see about my foster dog, Roman.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, all right, so I'll go one thing at a time because we got a two-parter here. So it feels to me like your up-and-coming future is, I actually saw money, okay, kind of coming your way, and I saw success coming your way, okay? So I want to say keep taking the chances you're taking and keep going in the direction you want to go in career-wise. It's important to follow your heart, and it's important to follow, I feel like what you know is right, it doesn't matter what anybody else says, okay? So they're kind of showing me here, keep doing that, okay, and I again, I'm seeing success. You're on the right track. Keep going. Don't listen to the naysayers. You can't do that. They're showing me here, if you listen to the naysayers, it stops you, and you got to go forward, okay? I want to say with the dog, what is it again? Read me that part.
It just says Roman. Just wants to know about foster. It's a foster dog.
Oh, a foster dog. Okay, so because it almost feels, I see the word rescue, so maybe it's a rescue. If it's a foster dog, I don't know, but I want to say it feels feels to me like this dog's gone through some ups and down times in its life as well, just like you have. So it almost feels to me like you've kind of come together to almost like help each other and heal each other. And I want to say that just, I feel like talk to this dog. I keep seeing like stroke this dog and talk to this dog. This dog needs to hear that it's safe. Okay, so I keep feeling that as keep telling the dog it's safe. There's something about this dog too. I don't know if this dog smiles or has a little bit of a goofy personality, but I feel like this dog has kind of come into your life right when you need it. It's like you need each other. Okay, so I want to say that they're showing me here. Just keep. I feel like keep petting him, telling him that he's safe, and you'll get him through this, and then he'll end up where he belongs. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he belongs with you, but if not, you'll know. Okay, and my sister has an animal rescue in Texas, and she always says that the best foster parents are the ones that can foster them and then let them go to their forever homes and not keep them all. Although I don't know though, because my sister has probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 dogs of her own, and a pig too. So I don't know, you know.
Luscious.
So
Luscious.
Look, you know, we need a mascot.
I know.
I think Luscious or Lucius should be our mascot.
I think
Paula,
so
don't you?
too.
Like we need a picture of Luscious.
We can have a little picture of him and have go through every.
Yeah. Here he is. A picture of Luscious
We're not
up on
going to
the.
snort or oink, so don't look for that.
No, we're not doing that. No, but we'll put him up on the mantle.
Yes.
Yeah. Send us a picture of Luscious or Lucius or whatever his name. Now you got to tell us his name.
Pronunciation key would be good.
Yes.
Can we do two more?
Yes.
Just two more.
Yeah.
Okay, because really feel that these two questions
important
need
ones.
to be answered.
They're all important. Every one of yours are.
really
I wish I could do them all.
Whew,
I run out of energy. I run out of energy. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got to rest up. So we're going to do two more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up and do some reminders. But there's Chelsea out there.
Hi, Chelsea.
And she says that she wants to know what, it probably is which or whom, grandfather is around her. So it sounds like there's a couple of
I saw
grandfathers.
paternal, okay, so father's side. I want to say I feel like both of them are, okay, but I see one that it almost feels to me, I keep seeing, I see a farmer, okay, and I don't necessarily know that he was a farmer other than it looks to me like maybe he liked to dig in the dirt or he had tomatoes in the backyard or liked to do some plant things. And I want to say that I feel like he's with you an awful lot of the time. I can see him with a gentle smile, and I feel like when he was outside he wore a hat, so I keep on seeing a hat, and I honestly, this might even be going back to a great grandfather as well, that I feel like maybe there's two, and I keep seeing on the paternal side, okay, and I feel like it's almost like he's working with you as you're doing some things. I don't know if you're doing some home improvements or things in your own yard, but I keep on feeling like there's something you're doing along those lines, something with your house or looking for a new house, something with the house, and I feel like he's helping you with that and offering support. Okay, so but I want to say, like, as you asked me that, there's more than one. I definitely feel that, but I feel like the one that's really stepping forward right now. Different loved ones come in at different times depending on what we need, and I feel like it's the one on your paternal, on your dad's side, and I feel like it's because of what you're doing in your life right now, and he's helping you. And I leave that with you in love and light.
And our last question tonight is going to be from Tracy, and she wants to know if you have a message for her on guidance.
On guidance.
Guidance.
Okay, on guidance. So you want some guidance is kind of the way I'm reading that. Or the way I'm hearing that. So I want to say that I feel like you actually serve as a guide to an awful lot of people. They're kind of showing me, the first word that popped in for me here was counselor, and even though if you are not a counselor professionally, I feel that friends come to you and people come to you, and even if you're we talked about the grocery store, somebody's at the grocery store, I feel like you're always somebody that's offering guidance and giving help to others, okay? And I want to say that they're showing me here that you absolutely have guidance that's with you from the other side as well. I want to talk about a spirit guide that I'm feeling. I see two different ones that are popping in. I feel an Indian connection here, so I don't know if you're drawn to Indian artifact or something with Indians, but I feel like it's not an Indian chief. I feel like he's somebody that almost like a scout, like somebody that liked to be out in nature and look at at different things and learn and heal from nature. And I want to say that I feel he's saying that you need to be out in nature. Even in the wintertime, go out and walk in the snow, or if it's too cold to be out walking in the snow, go to the river and sit in the river in your car and allow yourself to feel that connection with nature. I feel like go walking in the woods when it's nice out, or put your bare feet on the grass, and I feel like that makes a difference. And I want to say I feel like this guide is with you a lot, wanting you to do that. And he's saying here that if you do that, it'll ground you, okay? Because I feel that connection to nature is very grounding for you, and they're showing me here to make sure you take the time for that. It's important, okay? And I leave that with you in love and light.
I think of grounding and put your feet in the grass and put your feet in the sand.
Put your feet in the sand, like the beach. On the beach. I'm thinking of that beach house. We want to go to the beach. Dave, we need a beach house. We need a beach house.
Hook us up with the beach house. I know you're telling Ange no, but
hey, that's right. We're gonna get one. I think we need one.
I know my husband's working right now, so I can't ask him.
Yeah.
But you know.
Beach house. We should our toes in the sand. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach soon. Yeah.
Well, we're not going
to
go
on
right
vacation.
now.
We should go on vacation.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to go on vacation.
Yeah,
Have you looked outside today?
I know.
Oh my Lord.
We all need the beach, right?
We do. So, we want to thank you all for joining us this evening. And, we probably were on a little bit more than an hour, but that's okay.
We had fun. We had fun, right,
We had a darn tootin' good time.
Yeah, we had a darn tootin' good time.
People love it at work when I use all those old-fashioned farty type
I love those.
sayings,
I love those.
So, got to keep it clean, though,
Yeah. She does. She tries.
I do. I really do.
She tries, yeah. She tries.
So
watch one of our other videos.
I don't want to go there. So what's our next event here?
All right, so we talked about the equinox. We have sound bath healing. That is so exciting. And we have Kirk Jones is coming in. He actually, I can't remember where he's from, Jersey. And he's going to be here for a week. He's an excellent sound bath instructor. So we're going to have a sound bath healing evening, and that is coming up Thursday, March 30th at 7 o'clock. We have Qi Kung and Vitamin Chi. Very exciting with Tony Kozlowski. And that's every other Thursday here at Santosha. A little Qi Kung, moving around. He gets the energy blocks gone. It's a good thing. And then we have our very own Paula D'Amico here. Okay, yes. And Paula's class is creating success for you in your business at public events and all the way around.
Can I jump in for an explanation? Okay. So if any of you out there are a vendor, are you a vendor? Do you own your own business? Do you do shows across Western New York? You set up a table, you do 1 million of these shows, right? Arts and craft shows, you're signing up for expos. So what's the best way to set up your table? What's the recipe for success? How do you gravitate? How do you bring people to your table? And what can you do networking wise? This is all the stuff that we're going to talk about. Not only we're going to do that, but we're going to talk about how to plan out your table. And I'm going to give you a checklist. So you're going to always have a checklist.
And a little book. You're going to get a little book. And she's going to do a demo on how to set the table up. And give you hints on how to have a successful business.
I know. I'm giving away my secrets.
Yeah, she's giving away her secrets finally. I begged her.
Can you believe it? Yeah, but you know what? It's all for good reason, because I want everybody out there to be successful.
Yes, absolutely. And that's Saturday, April 1st from 10 to 12.
No joke.
Again, take a look, like our Santosha page.
Yes.
Send us our email here in the comments. We'll add you to our list, and SantoshaHolisticCenter.com.
I don't know, you created a website. I
know, Jessica Paul. Is that right? Is that right? You think that's right? I don't know. Yeah, it's right.
Hey, the YouTube channel, Fireside Chat with
YouTube.
Angie and
Check
Paula.
us out on YouTube.
Go on that one. Yeah, Paula, sorry. I left her hanging. She was like,
just like I do when I left you that time at the bazaar. And she's going, Ange, where are you? That's on tape. That's on tape.
You gotta watch that video. Super duper pooper funny.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we're wrapping it up, folks. And it's a chilly night, but the sun came out today.
It did.
And
there's hope.
And it'll be there's hope. And by the time this weekend comes, it'll be about 40 degrees, so that'll be awesome. So, I want to wish all of you a wonderful evening tonight.
Yes.
Hope everybody was safe over the past couple of days.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And, if you need any help, always reach out to somebody if you can't get out of your house or anything like that. Or if you know of a senior in your neighborhood, a neighbor that might need some help, hey, give them a call. Go and check on them.
Right? Yeah, I agree with that. Always, yeah.
Reminder, you do have neighbors. And they look out after you. You should look out after them.
I totally agree.
So we wish everybody a great night tonight. if you want to watch us again, because we're so darn tootin' awesome, feel free to watch this Facebook post again.
Yeah, and we'll be back. We'll let you know. We're gonna start. It's probably gonna be. We're not sure. We're gonna do it 2
weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, and we'll let you know. So watch for our posts, and we really appreciate that you watched us.
Yes.
This is so much fun to do.
Thank you.
This is so much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
YouTube station again.
Oh, somebody wanted the YouTube station again.
Oh, all right,
okay,
YouTube.
so on YouTube we are Fireside Chat with Angie and Paula.
Yeah.
Fireside Chat with Angie and Paula. As you can see, we have a fireplace. We are chatting by the fireside.
Yeah, we actually really
that's,
are doing that. So
and
yes.
you know, we have Mary is here helping us
Mary,
today.
thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Mary's going to have to hit the stop button for us to go live, Mary.
Yeah.